Hi there, and welcome to Spire at Home with Mrs. Quintero. Today, we'll be working on Lesson 5. Before we begin, make sure you view the YouTube video that says Level 1 Phonogram Card Review. This will help you do your best reading. We're on to Step 2, Phonological Awareness. Today, we're going to be working on segmentation. We are going to work on phoneme segmentation. That means we are going to break words apart sound by sound. Before we do anything, you will need 5 objects that you can slide easily on a table, a book, or the floor. They can be coins, they can be cars, they can be magnets, or anything that slides easily. And also, before we begin, make sure you view the link that is below. This will take you to a video that demonstrates how to slide the object as we say each sound. Before we begin our activity, line up your objects at the top of the table, at the top of the floor, or the top of the page like I have in the slide. We are going to be dragging the objects from the top down towards your belly as we say each sound. I will say a word. You will repeat the word. Then we will take the word apart, sound by sound. We will use objects to show the sounds, one object for each sound. Say hat. Let's see how many sounds we hear in hat. Ready? Let's say the first sound and bring down an object as we say it. Say ah. We will bring down an object as we say the sound. Ah. Say t. Bring down an object as you say the sound. T. Now, touch each object and say its sound. How many sounds do you hear? That's right. Ah, t is 3 sounds. Now we'll go back to the beginning of the word and glide our fingers under the objects as we say the word fast. Hat. Next word. Say ran. Let's see how many sounds we hear in ran. Ready? Bring down an object as you say the first sound. Now bring down an object as you say the next sound. Ah. Now bring down another object as you say the last sound. Let's touch each object and say its sound. Ah, How many sounds do you hear? Right, you hear 3 sounds. Now go back to the beginning of the word and glide your finger as we say it fast. Ran. Great. This time, I'm only going to say the sounds in the word, and you're going to bring down an object for each sound that you hear. Ready? Say at. Say ah. Say t. Let's touch each object and say its sound. How many sounds do you hear? Ah, t. Now glide your finger fast as you say the word. At. Great. Let's try the next word. Say cat. Let's see how many sounds we hear in the word cat. Bring down an object as I say the first sound. K. Bring down an object as I say the second sound. Ah. Bring down an object as I say the last sound. T. Let's touch each object and say its sound. How many sounds do you hear? K, ah, t. Great. 3 sounds. Now let's go back to the beginning of the word and glide our fingers under the objects as we say it fast. Cat. Let's see if you can do this one on your own. Say gas. Now let's bring down the objects. Say g. Say ah. say S. Let's touch each object and say its sound. How many sounds did you hear? G, A, S. That's right, you heard 3 sounds. Now we'll go back to the beginning of the word and glide your fingers under the objects as you say the word fast. Gas. Great job! Step 3, word building. For this activity, you will need a pencil and a piece of paper. In the middle of the slide, you can see that I've included a word bank. If you get stuck while we are sounding out the words or writing down the words, it's for you to use as a visual. For this activity, I will say a word and you will spell the word on your paper. Letters blend together to form words. Every word has a vowel sound. We will be building words using the letters you know and the vowel A. Say hat. In the word hat, you hear the sounds h, a, t. We're going to segment these sounds by holding up our left hands and touching our fingers to our thumbs as we say the sound. Hold up your hand like you're going to give me a high five. When I say each sound, you're going to touch each finger to your thumb. So when I say the sound h, I will touch my pointer finger to my thumb. When I say the sound a, I will touch my middle finger to my thumb. When I say the sound t, I will touch my ring finger to my thumb. When I blend all of the sounds together, I will make a fist. Ready? Let's try it. H, a, t, hat. Great! How many sounds do you hear in the word hat? The word hat is spelled with the letters H, A, T. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Let's try another word. Say ran. In the word ran, you hear the sounds a, n. Let's segment those sounds. Hold up your hand like you're going to give me a high five. Remember, as I say each sound, you repeat it with me and also touch a finger to your thumb. A, n. Now close your fist and let's say the whole word. Ran. How many sounds do you hear in the word ran? That's right, there are 3 sounds. The word ran is spelled with the letters R, A, N. Let's move on to the next word. Say at. In the word at, you hear the sounds a, t. Let's segment those sounds. Hold up your left hand like you're going to give me a high five. Ready? A, t, at. How many sounds do you hear in the word at? That's right, you hear 2. The word at is spelled with the letters A, T. Let's move on to the next word. Say cat. In the word cat, you hear the sounds k, a, t. Let's segment those sounds. Hold up your left hand. Ready? K, a, t. Cat. How many sounds do you hear in the word cat? 3. The word cat is spelled with the letters C, A, T. Go ahead and write that on your paper. Great. Let's spell our last word. Say gas. In the word gas, you hear g, a, s. Let's segment that word. Hold up your left hand. G, a, s. Gas. How many sounds do you hear in the word gas? That's right, you hear 3. The word gas is spelled with the letters G, A, S. Great. Let's read all of the all of the words that we've spelled today. Hat, ran, at, cat, gas. Great job! We're on to step 4, decoding. If we were in school, I would tell you to open up your reader to find page 4. Unfortunately, we're not in school. So we're going to use this word list here to decode the words. Find the first word, sat. The word sat has the vowel A in it. What sound does A make? That's right. A says ah. Put your finger under the first letter in the word. Point to each letter and give its sound. Then go back to the beginning of the word, glide your finger under the word, and say it fast. Ready? S, a, t, sat. A, man. F, a, t, fat. A, d, mad. H, a, d, had. I'm on to the next line. P, a, pan. S, a, Sam. T, a, tan. T, a, p, tap. W, a, g, wag. On to the third line. A, t, at. A, t, ant. A, am. K, a, p, cap. A, g, rag. Ready? On to line 4. V, a, t, vat. V, a, van. G, a, s, gas. G, a, p, gap. L, a, g, lag. Z, a, g, zag. T, a, g, tag. D, a, dam. A, d, and. A, p, nap. D, a, d, dad. G, a, g, gag. K, a, b, cab. P, a, d, pad. A, t, rat. P, a, pam. A, ram. J, a, g, jag. T, a, d, tad. A, p, rap. H, a, ham. T, a, b, tab. F, a, d, fad. A, t, gnat. A, man. F, a, t, fat. F, a, fan. F, a, b, fab. B, a, d, bad. T, a, tan. B, a, g, bag. A, t, ant. K, a, t, cat. A, d, mad. S, a, d, sad. Great job! We are still on step 4. We are still on step 4, decoding. But this time, instead of decoding single words, we are going to decode sentences. The words you see underlined are sight words. That means that they appear frequently in things that we are reading, and that most of the time they cannot be decoded in order to figure out what they say. When reading these sentences, we are going to read the underlined words fluently. That means we will not be decoding them, but all of the other words will be decoded. That means we will be breaking down each word into its sounds and then putting the sounds back together to read the word. I will read the word and the sentences first, and then you will follow my lead. That means that you will copy exactly what I do as I am reading the sentences. Let's begin. The ant ant is fat. Fat. The ant is fat. Your turn. Great. Let's do the next sentence. Dan is a man. Dan is a man. Your turn. Great. Let's do the third sentence. The cab has gas. The cab has gas. Your turn. The cat is bad. The cat is bad. Your turn. Dad is mad. Dad is mad. Your turn. Great job reading those sentences. We're on to step 5. Okay, we're on to step 5, pre-reading. This is the last step in today's lesson. Look at this word. This word is glad. In the word glad, what letter says a? In the word glad, what letter says g? In the word glad, what letter says l? In the word glad, what letter says d? In the word glad, what does the a say? In the word glad, what does the g say? In the word glad, what does the l say? In the word glad, what does the d say? Say glad. Say glad again, but instead of the g, let it go so that it's just l, a, d. What word do you have now? That's right, you have lad. Great job today.